Alright, here we are Sunday morning with my student Henrik Stenson. Oh, Jeffrey Moore. Congratulations to the Open. Anyway, here's Jeff Moore. This is lesson number 4. We're going to do a pre-shot and a post-shot lesson here. His goals are to improve his pre-shot routine that will help with his aim and alignment. So we're going to try a couple different setup things to help with that. The objective here is just basically just trying to improve his aim and alignment. He rated himself a 7 out of 10 on the pre-shot routine, a 6 out of 10 on the post. What are a couple things you want to work on, or what are your your tendencies
I can just run you through like my pre and post. Well,
yeah, let's go through. Just go through your pre-shot routine. Let's just look and see what you do. Tell kind of out loud. Just tell me what you're thinking and what your.
So mainly my first deal is I always check out my lie, see how my lie is, and then obviously there's the yardage, the club pick, but we'll go past that. So right now I'm going to aim at the tree. So what I would do is I'd stand directly behind the ball, and I pick out a point about a foot in front of my golf ball.
Okay.
You know,
yep, that's good.
A couple inches.
It's the old Jack Nicklaus routine. He picked that up, I guess, at the Open.
Little tiny mark, you can't see it, but
here we go.
I normally come in, set my face to the mark.
Okay, perfect.
And then set my feet to my face.
All right.
And then I grip my club. I'll
Okay.
bring it up and grip it.
Looks good.
And then, try to get comfortable over the ball and not try to stand too far from it.
Mentally, what are you thinking in your head as far as shot routine? Any swing thoughts you're going through right now?
Yep, so once I get into that setup position, I've been struggling with taking the club back inside a little bit, so I try to do one little test where I just take it kind of overly outside.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll try to just kind of feel like I'm slotting the club.
Trying to gain some feel.
All I want to do is just get it in my slot position.
So you do like a little waggle, kind of a set the club back to kind of get yourself going. Okay,
so
perfect.
I'll set up.
There we go.
I'll set my club up. I kind of give one of these guys and then tend to get far from the ball, so I'll scoot a little bit closer. Do one of these.
Yeah, kind of get some feel. Visualize the target again.
Set back up. And pull it 20 yards.
And pull it, yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. I think you're pretty solid there on all those routines. I think mainly you just got to practice that and get in the habit of doing it. Do you do it at every single shot?
On the course, yes.
Yeah. On the range?
No. One thing I do struggle on is I don't visualize my shot a lot.
Yeah.
I understand if I need to hit a fade or a draw. I'll look, if I need to hit a draw, I'll start it on the right branches, but I don't really see my ball. I kind of just aim for a spot.
Yeah. Well, that might be something you might want to add in there is just kind of visually, you don't have to do the Jason Day thing, but just visualize the shot. When you practice, though, I would suggest using an aiming stick, so go ahead and get set up. I will confirm where you're aiming with this stick here, and we'll see if that's where you're going. I remember we played together the other day at Lost Cab, and you were having me check your alignment, and it was off a little bit, so that's one of the amateur's worst habits is aim. So here, we'll take this here. According to this is where the feet are. You got your legs pointing at the tree, which is good. So I'd say your feet are slightly open.
I'm on my shoulders.
Shoulders are pretty square to the tree. Your legs are just probably pretty square.
So
the only thing is your feet. So sorry about that.
So is that better with the feet then?
Yeah, there we go. That looks better.
Yeah, it feels like I'm aiming way right now.
Does it?
Yeah.
Go ahead and try that and see what we get. There you go. Pretty solid. Is that right at the tree? Yeah. Yeah, according to the stick there, your feet your feet were just slightly open, but what is it? It feels like you're too far open or what?
It feels like I'm aimed so right.
Oh, yeah. No, it looks pretty square. So, why don't you go ahead and try another one? So really, I think the key is just to practice this routine on the range and then you don't do, and then do the same thing out on the course, and then that way you'll double check yourself every time. You see the PGA guys doing it on the tour all the time. They have a specific routine, they stick to it pretty much 100% of the time. Everything looks good there. Shoulders, legs, feet. There you go. Little
came out of it.
Little cut.
Straighter.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty bad at my post.
Yeah, let's talk about the
explicit words and
yeah. So let's talk about the post routine. What you're supposed to do is go through and just make an assessment of the shot you just did, and in your mind make some adjustments for the next one. Besides saying a few cuss words and all that. But anyway, just go through a mental. I guess the best thing would be to analyze each shot after you hit it. Go through some swing thoughts and see if there's any changes. Now, do you make any swing changes on the course when you start hitting the ball bad? Do you try to fix your swing, or you just go with it? And
I pretty much am always just trying to get back to my. I mean, if I feel like I'm starting the ball off a little bit to the right, I just make sure I'm slotting it more. I never really do any drastic changes. The aim and alignment thing for me recently has just been I stand over the ball and I have no idea where I'm aiming, so it's really hard.
Yeah. So just visually try to come up with some cues that maybe will set you up for that. The club face being square to the ball. Pick out a spot in front of the ball. Try and look at your feet. You might want to set yourself up. If you don't feel comfortable, then you just step back and start your routine again. If you feel funny over the ball, you have no idea where it's, you think it's going to go, just step back and do your routine again, right?
Yeah. Still look good?
Yeah. Yeah, your feet are good. Shoulders are good. I think your club path is good on the way back, so
see that ball.
You hit it solid. I mean, right at it. It's right at the tree.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, good. Well, I think in closing here, we can just say that most of his pre-shot routine stuff looks pretty solid. I would just say practice it more on the range, so you get into more habits out on the golf course. Double check yourself. If you don't feel comfortable over the ball, then step back and start the routine again. The visualization post-shot routine, maybe you could just run through some more positive stuff after you hit the ball. Try to get yourself in the right frame of mind and not get so upset after bad shots, and just move on and just say, hey, the shot's over. Let's move on. Let's try to concentrate on the next one, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, good. Well, I appreciate your help on these videos. In conclusion, it's been, I think, a pretty solid series, right? Have you learned anything?
Yeah, learned a lot.
Okay, well, good. Well, I appreciate all your help, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Alrighty, thank you.